Welcome to this brief video demonstration of the cooler line mode for the Multi-Mode and TransPro Plus by Advantage Engineering. This video will walk you through the cooler line process for transmission fluid exchange. To start, use an Allen wrench to set up the stanchion as seen in the manual. Attach the red and black hoses to the black wand assembly. Hang the wand assembly on the stanchion. It is extremely important that each time you power up the machine, the dipstick hose is inside the stanchion. Power up the machine by attaching the power cables to the battery. The machine will sound and prep itself for use. This takes about 30 seconds. Identify the cooler lines on the vehicle. Carefully disconnect the lines and then identify the proper adapters. The multi-mode transmission fluid exchanger comes with a full set of adapters that should be able to handle almost any vehicle. Many of the adapters connect to snap lock fittings, which are not only easy to attach, but are easily maneuverable and rotate at 90 degrees. In this demonstration, a barb is initially placed into the open side of the cooler line. We then attach the corresponding female snap lock assembly. An open-ended hose assembly is used for the remaining cooler line. Attach the directional valve assembly to the adapters. The directional valve automatically detects the flow of the fluid, so it does not matter which way you connect the adapters. Remove the red hose from the wand assembly and also attach it to the directional valve assembly. After powering up the machine, several lights will be flashing on the board indicating options that are available. Press the select button to scroll through these options. Once the light is flashing over your desired option, pause until the Enter button begins to flash. At that point, hit the Enter button to make your selection. On the multi-mode, you will first need to select which tank you'll be using for your service. Once you have made your selection, choose which service you want using the same process. Use the plus and minus keys to adjust the amount of ports required for your service. After you have selected the appropriate amount of ports, hit Enter. It is very important that you hit Enter first before starting the engine. The machine will begin to exchange transmission fluid, removing 1 quart of old, dirty fluid, and then pumping in 1 quart of new fluid. This cycle will continue until the service is complete. Adjusting the fluid level for a cooler line service is done the exact same way as a dipstick service. Once the machine is finished, go to the vehicle and check your fluid level. If the level is where it needs to be, the service is complete. If it is not, use the plus and minus keys to add or remove fluid to or from the transmission by the 1/10 of a quart. Again, press the select key to scroll through the options: to trans, from trans, or finish service. Once your selection is highlighted, pause and wait for the Enter key to flash. Press the Enter key. If you're adding or removing fluid, zeros will display on the top left side of the panel, and, using the plus and minus keys, you may add or remove fluid by the 1/10 of a quart, then hit Enter. When the machine finishes adjusting the fluid, check the level again. Once the proper level has been reached, scroll down to Finish Service and hit Enter. At this point, your service is complete. Remember to check your fluid level before you begin a service. Whenever the dipstick hose is not in the vehicle, make sure that it's in the stanchion. Start the service with a hot vehicle, but with the engine off. When you're ready to start the service, make sure to press Enter first, then start the engine.